As you are aware, Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji set an ambitious target to make India a developed country by 2047 when India celebrates the 100th year of our independence. To achieve this ambitious goal, as Finance Minister, Srimati Nirmala SItaraman is playing a key role in guiding India through an exciting phase of economic growth and transformation. Under her stewardship, India has not only recovered from the challenges posed by the COVID pandemic, but is now the fastest growing large economy in the world. Her visionary approach to economic reforms, focused on innovation, sustainability and inclusive growth, is paving the way for a brighter future for all Indians. We look forward to hearing the address of Honorable Minister and gaining a deeper understanding on the recent measures taken by the Government of India to make India a developed country by 2047 and also the investment opportunities that lie ahead in India. I conclude by again welcoming the Honorable Minister and the high-level official delegation, also our ambassador to the Bay Area on behalf of the Indian community in California. Thank you.
What last 10 years under the Prime Minister's leadership, under Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji's leadership, India is continuously, relentlessly pursuing. Ease of doing business, transparency in governance, simplifying governance, maximum of governance, minimum of government. Such approaches which Prime Minister Modi is known for, we think are the baggage that developing countries, emerging market economies, countries like India which want to come out of their 60, 70 years of lethargy have to do, and therefore it is a story which every emerging market country would tell you, or countries like India would tell you. What surprised me, and this is not a consolation for me, but what surprised me was that in European countries too, which were once upon a time the leaders, imperial forces, they were setting the standards for what governments can do with good, favorable policy for industry, for businesses, for entrepreneurship. They have accumulated so much of undergrowth in their governments. To weed them out is the task which many of the new governments which are elected in the recent past in Europe are going through. So when you hear that, and when you look at Prime Minister Narendra Modi's vision that you do this first to make the country easy to live in, easy to operate in, easy to work in, and therefore make government be present in minimum areas, but governance to be improved, you just think it is therefore not something which India has to do because you were under colonial rule, or India has to do because the pace at which the earlier governments probably didn't do, we have to make up for. But it is today the feature of many, possibly even governments which are developed in developed countries. So the reason why I have to bring that here is, one, the visionary leadership, a stable government, continuing government which gives a sense of support and stability are making the difference for India. stability in government, stability in policy, stability in taxation policies particularly, and making sure that the corruption at the higher levels are all removed. These are the kind of things in which Prime Minister started, and at that time within India the narrative was, well, yes, it's high time we did it because India is suffering for good governance. Without good governance we are suffering. But today, with the global uncertainty because of various different reasons, as they repeatedly say, VUCA, volatility, uncertainty, and an element of not having constancy and ambiguity, all of which are giving us the feeling that every part of the world is today wondering what is going to happen tomorrow morning. Uncertainties existed always, but not at this scale, not at this frequency, not at this intensity. And as a result, in the last 10 years, what we did for India and sort of lifted it out of that lethargy, you find you're now primed to face the global uncertainties, and therefore you're confident you can pass this season through. And that is the credit which I want to give the Honorable Prime Minister. Relentless pursuit for clean, good governance. Relentless pursuit to open up every opportunity for India. New technologies, youthful entrepreneurship, skilling, bring in advanced chemistry, which is so required for your large-scale batteries. Look at the commitments for renewable energy. Not just commitments, fulfilling those commitments well in time. And I repeat this everywhere, well in time with your own resources. Global commitments were made. $1 billion so and so for every year. Whether that comes or not, it hasn't come, is the truth which everybody knows. But we didn't wait. We went about improving. That is why you find that by 2030, the nationally determined commitments which were given for climate action, India is well in time to fulfill each one of them. If India is recognized for its potential, the economic strength that it has, if you high-end achievers in this area see the potential to partner with India, individually or commercially, corporation to corporation, you benefit, United States of America benefits, India benefits, Indian businesses benefit, and together we are going to have to lift the global trade and growth. I think that's a very big contribution Indian diaspora here can do. I won't take more of your time. I appeal to you to take more interest and partner with India in the areas that you choose, and help our two countries to grow and prosper. Thank you very much.
We have, over the years, in the past few years particularly, taken the effort of making this practical. How do we, increase our connectivity with you? So as a result, we now have a feature that even on holidays, weekends, including Sundays, there is always a limited window of hours for which our officials at the consulate and embassy are available. So we are essentially now operating on a 24/7 round-the-clock basis in terms of being available for the needs of the community. a purely practical thing, but I am told that in the Bay Area we'll soon also have a VFS center in San Jose, which would be to simply receive all council applications.